If Brexit is the answer, then what was the question? My name's Mike Cashman. There are more videos like this on the channel. Britannia Waives the Rules. Please subscribe if you'd like to see them. Yes, if Brexit was the answer, then what was the question? Now, I can already anticipate that some Brexit supporters will say, the question is, do you want to leave the European Union? Well, yes, fair enough. But can we go a little bit deeper than that? What was the purpose of Brexit? If Brexit is the answer, what question is it the answer to? Was it so that we could be more independent as the UK and more effective, therefore, in dealing on the international stage? Well, I think the Ukraine crisis has told us that that's not the case. We've been less effective, and indeed, working together with our European partners would have made more sense. Is it so that we can be greener? No, some of the Brexit supporters are very keen to say that we will replace some of the damage to UK-EU trade by signing up with the CPTPP, which is a trade arrangement that largely operates around the Pacific Ocean. There's no way that trade with Japan and New Zealand and Vietnam is going to compensate for the lost trade with France and Germany and so on. And as it happens, the cost of fuel is going to go up. The cost of transporting goods from the other side of the world is going to go up. It wasn't a sensible idea in the first place to treat that as an alternative, and it certainly isn't now. Was it to get away from unelected bureaucrats? Was the claim sometimes made. Not really validly. The European Union is a very democratic organisation. Of course it has a civil service, just as the UK does. But would we say that we are free of unelected bureaucrats? We've had David Frost, we've had the appointments into the House of Lords who have paid the appropriate amount of money to the Conservative Party, including the son of a KGB agent. Was it, some have claimed, so that we could be more effective in dealing with a pandemic, even if that was realised afterwards and not before? Well, no. Everything that we did as far as the vaccine programme is concerned, we could have done as a member of the EU, and indeed during 2020 we were still subject to the transition arrangements. And if you doubt that, just imagine this scenario. Suppose that it's before the referendum that Johnson and Gove are saying, well, we should do Brexit for various reasons, but one of them is so that we could have an independent vaccine policy in the event of a global pandemic. Well, in that case, they could have said to Brussels, you know what, we want to have an independent vaccine policy in the case of a global pandemic, and we're thinking of leaving the European Union in order to achieve that. And Brussels would have said to them, well, you've got no need to leave for that because you're actually entitled to that independent vaccine policy anyway. So that wasn't the question that Brexit provided an answer to. Was it to achieve a whole range of benefits? And indeed, now we have the benefits of Brexit. Was it to make a difference to people's lives? The trouble with this report, and I won't go into extensive detail here because I've done that in a separate video, but over 101 pages, the government, while it puts forward blue passports and imperial measures and stamps on pint glasses and driving uninsured on private land, it fails to come up with any tangible, actual benefits achievable as a result of Brexit, or very, very few. And this is really a surrender document, actually. This written 2 years after Brexit happened, at which point, if there had been some purpose to Brexit, it should by now have become apparent. The fact that you spend 101 pages coming up with this rubbish, as I say, see my separate video if you want to see a little bit more detailed analysis into it, demonstrates the absence of a rational purpose for Brexit. That's my view. Please feel free to add your own, and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you.